Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now, and we are on day 8 of the English national lockdown on the 12th of November 2020, and we are now 1 week into this lockdown. My oh my, how time flies when you're having fun, eh? It's going by sort of quicker than I expected, and it's a bright sunny day today, quite a nice day outside actually as well. But the day is tempered by the fact that, according to the mainstream media, the number of deaths in the UK has now topped 50,000 people today. Whether you can believe that or not is another matter, or how many of those deaths are with COVID and how many of COVID is another matter, of course. We've also got 70,000 excess deaths. Again, how many of those are down to COVID and how many of those are down to the number of people who have died from lockdown restrictions, in terms of suicide, serious illnesses not being diagnosed and treated in time, depression and all the rest of it. And we have also got 33,470 new cases reported just today, and probably thanks to an extremely unreliable test in the form of the PCR test, of course. So the number of cases are going to be sky high when you've got a test as unreliable as that. Now, I've just finished watching a really interesting video. I'll again leave a link to it in the comments and description below, but it's actually from a channel called Triggernometry, which is actually run by a couple of comedians. Actually, they're sort of quite funny guys, inject a little bit of humour in with the serious stuff they go on, but only in the appropriate places, not inappropriately. So, but quite a different channel, quite a well-researched and what I'd consider a reliable and ethical kind of outlet. So I'm subscribed to them, and I highly suggest you subscribe to them as well. But today this interview was with a guy called Professor Bhakdi, who's actually based in Germany at the University of Mainz. So he's an eminent sort of doctor and virologist, epidemiologist, and he has come out with a brand new book, Corona False Alarm. So if you want to go and look at that and buy it, no doubt you'll be able to find that sort of fairly easily. But have a look at the video first. He comes up with some very interesting facts about how, first of all, how unreliable the PCR test and why it's unreliable. And he comes out with this really good analogy actually. He says why it's unreliable is because it's a bit like when you stopped for drinking and driving and they get the old breathalyzer out, and if you've only literally just drunk like a little teaspoon of vodka, they would sort of say, well, we know you've got a bit of alcohol in your system, but it's not enough to get you done for drinking and driving, so on you go. But if you've had obviously a sort of half a pint of vodka, you'd be well over the limit. But he compares that with a PCR test, and it's a little bit like getting done for drinking and driving, even when you've just had the half a teaspoon of vodka. You know, that's kind of how unreliable it is. But he describes it better than I do, but it's a good analogy. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. So again, link to that video is in the comments section below. Watch the video, share it with as many people as you can as well, because it's one of those important ones, important sort of bits of information in this video that you'll never get from the mainstream media and all their scaremongering. It's time for more of us just to watch videos like this instead, get the real truth, the real facts. So I'll leave it there. So it's day 8 of the English national lockdown. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.